在 Nelson Mandela 这5天的丧礼过程当中呢，第一天在足球场那一场，全世界有将近100位现任的或者是现任的政要出席那一场的时候，在那4小时里头，我们所看到的美国有线电视网是当家主播 Anderson Cooper， 还有他们在整个 CNN 里头地位最崇敬的国外特派记者，也是主持人 Armanpour 全程的在现场。BBC 也几乎是24小时 ，BBC 是更到了24小时不断的播放所有跟 Nelson Mandela 有关的，不管是现场的，或者是过去的纪录片，或是许多的回忆，甚至到了让英国的观众说你会不会播太多 ？BBC 说我们再也没有这样一位伟人了。那么之后呢，在几天的丧礼当中，虽然有其他的国际政治的新闻，但是在 CNN、BBC、法国的媒体、德国的媒体，几乎主要的媒体在他们后面的背板上面都写了大致上一句话，像 CNN 写的是 Remembering， 记住 Nelson Mandela， 然后呢，很短暂的一个当天跟 Nelson Mandela 有关的新闻，然后才进去其他的国家新闻。所以我们在看的是一个世纪型的伟人的离去。国家地理频道特别也在9月15号晚上9点钟的时候播出一个很重要的纪录片《再见曼德拉》。最近呢，跟他有关的还有一个很重要的电影叫做《漫漫自由路》啊。那么在《再见曼德拉》里头也访问了相当多的人，来纪念这位我们几乎不可能在世界上再看到的跟圣人一样的伟人，而他把自己看得如此渺小。
这是一个阶下囚成为总统的故事，这是曼德拉的故事。这位改变南非命运的男孩，一开始的族名叫罗利拉拉，意思是麻烦制造者，是学校老师给了他大家所熟知的另一个名字 Nelson。1918年7月18号，他出生于坦布酋长王室马迪巴族，在川斯凯的穆维佐村长大。
Unfortunately, the hut Nelson Mandela was born in no longer exists, but when his father died, this is the hut he moved into. Now, don't be misled by this. This is the compound which belonged to the King's Regent who was looking after Nelson Mandela. The plain truth is, he had a fairly privileged upbringing.
年轻的曼德拉每天花上数小时观察摄政王如何处理人民的委屈，为日后辩论和政治的经验奠下了基础。22岁时，曼德拉逃离安排好的婚姻，到了南非大城约翰尼斯堡，在一个白人律师的办公室担任助理，并加入了非洲人国民大会，投身于终结南非政府所设下的种族隔离制度运动。第一步，曼德拉取得了律师资格。1952年，他和志同道合的奥利弗·坦波做了当时前所未闻的大事，他们创立了南非第一个黑人的法律事务所。
Here it is, derelict now, but at the time it was a prime location, right opposite the city's magistrates' court. Now, the white authorities didn't like this, but Mandela was defiant. He said they were besieged by clients, many of whom had fallen foul of the apartheid laws.
In many cases, a lot of them really didn't have money. He would sympathize and then take the cases, even when he knew that he would not be paid for those cases.
How difficult was it in those days to be a black lawyer?
It was not easy for them. He was prevented from continuing in a case by a magistrate who would not recognize him as an attorney. And he said, the manner in which he walked into court was an arrogant manner, and he didn't believe that an attorney would walk into his court in the manner in which Nelson Mandela walked. They were accustomed to bowing and scraping before those in authority.
He was a very dignified kind of man, and he was a professional. I mean, he was a lawyer. So you can imagine that he was a very impressive type of person.
Was he an arrogant man in those days?
In the eyes of whites, he was arrogant, uncompromising.
He was
1958年，曼德拉和第一任妻子离婚，娶了美丽的社工温妮。当时的曼德拉相信能以和平的方式推翻种族隔离制度。他巡回全国非洲人国民大会的分支，但是南非政府极尽所能地打压他。
Both of them, he and his partner Oliver Tambo, were arrested and charged with high treason.
经过长达5年的审判，曼德拉与所有的共犯获得无罪判决。令曼德拉做27年苦劳的是日后的另一场审判。导火线是1960年沙佩维尔镇血腥镇压，南非警察向黑人示威者开枪，69人被打死。
There are many people who feel that it is useless and futile for us to continue talking peace and non-violence.
沙佩维尔事件令曼德拉认为和平抗议已经不能奏效。在这段 ITV 访问后没多久，曼德拉创建了非洲人国民大会的军事组织民族之矛。2年内炸毁多处政府大楼、电塔，并4处纵火，最后被逮捕，以蓄意破坏、卖国等罪名判处终身监禁。也就是在这一次审判中，曼德拉发表的一篇自辩文，成为反种族隔离运动的宣言。
I have cherished the idea of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunity. It is an ideal which I hope to live for and to achieve. But if needs be, it is an ideal for which I am prepared to die.
其中这句 "If it needs be" 救了他一命。这4个字原来是曼德拉的律师友人毕佐斯建议他加进去的，因为毕佐斯希望曼德拉不要为了理想舍命，要活下去，看到这个理想实现。
It is one of the most famous images of the 20th century, Nelson Mandela walking to freedom through these prison gates.
He subscribed to the slogan of the time that the road to freedom passes through the jail.
He strongly believed that black people were not born to be slaves. And if you remember, he also came from one of the royal families. And therefore, he was born a chief.
I have no doubt at all that he is going to be remembered as an icon of reconciliation and forgiveness.
We all saw him as probably the one hope that South Africa ever had of a peaceful transition from what it was to what it eventually became.
His legacy is about people taking their lives into their own hands and taking responsibility for their lives individually and collectively.
Never, never, and never again shall it be that this beautiful land will again experience the oppression of one by another.
囚犯代号46664号，从世界上最出名的政治犯变成了世界上最令人敬重的国家领袖。他的名字是尼尔森。